Devin Haney picks Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia. Will the winner become undisputed? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. So, Devin Haney, the current 135-pound undisputed lightweight champion, gave his prediction on the upcoming fight between Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. This is a big fight, man. You know, the sport of boxing the past few years has just been lacking on super fights in comparison to sports like UFC, you know, karate, kickboxing, bare knuckle boxing, even WWE, you know, which is not really a sport, but even when it comes to WWE, man, you get, in all those other sports, you get exactly what you want as a fan. You know, when the fans want a certain matchup or a certain fight, you know, to be made, you know, they're willing to pay for it in those other sports. And they're willing to buy the pay-per-view and support the product. But in boxing, it's completely opposite. It's like the promoters give you whatever they feel like, you know, they think will sell, whether the fans, you know, want it or not. Especially if it's in-house, you know, they're just going to make the fights that recoup them their money. And for them, I guess that's a good business model. But for fans, it's just been killing the sport for like the past 10 years, and nobody really wants to pay for the pay-per-views because you don't see your favorite fighter versus his biggest rival. You see your favorite fighter versus any name that's hot on the internet at the moment. So, you know, it's kind of been ruining the sport of boxing for the past few years, and I think everybody really had a bad taste in their mouth after the Terrence Crawford-Errol Spence negotiation fell apart. You know, that fight was so close to being made. And, you know, I hate to keep harping on Blue Blood ruining the fight because it wasn't exactly him. You know, he's a business partner with the people that ruined the fight. But I guess you can say he ruined the fight as well. You know, this is why I say people got to stop doing stuff strictly for money, because when you do stuff strictly for money, you're not looking at the big picture. You're not even trying to see what the fans want at that point. You're just saying, hey, if I can pull this off, I'm going to make a heap load of money. I'm going to make a heap of money. I'm going to get a heap of money. And and you don't really care about the consequences. What cause and effect? Everything has a cause and effect. So, you know, the cause and effect of that whole Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford situation on Blue Blood is, man, thousands of people unsubscribe from his channel because you basically helped ruin what would have been probably the biggest fight in the sport of boxing for the past 10 years. And you did it just for a quick payday. Like, I mean, we could have gotten that Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford fight, and if Terrence Crawford won, you still could have got the David Evanesian fight. You know, that would have been something he could have put together as a tune-up for his next fight. Or if he lost, that could have been his comeback fight. You know, why step in the way of something bigger for a quick dollar? You know, something that could have changed the sport for a quick dollar. You know, so at this point, I'm kind of proud of Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia for going forward with the situation and proving that, you know, it's not always about the money. It's not always about having a O. I think both of these guys are young enough to come back from a loss. You know, whoever loses this fight, they're still young enough to come back from the loss. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult for Gervonta Davis if he loses because of the whole jail time situation. It depends on how much jail time they try to give him, but you know, there's a lot of dynamics at play in this fight. But what we do know as fans is, I think that the fighters and the promoters are finally starting to see the bigger picture. We don't care who you throw these people in the ring with, you know, when it comes to you just matchmaking. If you're not going to throw them in the ring with somebody that is worth watching, we ain't paying for it no more. So I think I think that the Terrence Crawford situation was a big turning point in the sport of boxing. That fight did so bad they don't even want to release the pay-per-view numbers. So I think that they're starting to see the bigger picture. But Devin Haney, will the winner of this fight become undisputed? Devin Haney gave his prediction. He said that he feels like it's going to be an awesome fight. He thinks that Ryan Garcia has length. He has speed. He has the ability to box. He has counterpunch ability. But I think he lacks experience. And I think that's where Devin Haney, I think that's where he veered off when it comes to Ryan Garcia winning. Because experience is everything. Ryan Garcia's had some good knockouts. He's had some pretty good fights. But his level of competition isn't, it isn't on the same level as Gervonta Davis. And I think Davis having so many knockouts against bigger names is going to reign true in this fight. You're going to see why that experience is needed in this fight. Now, everybody's saying that it's going to be the speed of Ryan Garcia that's going to make the difference in this fight. I think it's going to be the speed of Gervonta Davis. Devin Haney definitely said that he feels like Gervonta is going to win, and it's going to be based off the speed, power, and ring IQ. He said he thinks that Gervonta has a better ring IQ. Now, both guys have all those other attributes, but I think if you was to ask any purist boxing fan or coach or who has the better ring IQ, and if you went back and watched those guys' last 2 or 3 fights and you just studied the ring IQ, you got to say Gervonta Davis is light years ahead of Ryan Garcia. And I think it's going to reign supreme. I think whoever wins this fight is definitely going to get a shot at Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney is looking forward to that, actually, because I think once he beats Loma, there are no more real big names at 130, 135. Now, Shakur Stevens, he could throw his name in the hat if he wanted to, but I don't think those two guys are going to ever fight each other. So, I think it comes down between Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and those 3 names after Devin Haney, gets it on with Vasily Lomachenko. Those are going to be the 3 names in the hat for who's possibly going to be undisputed in 2024. Who's going to win? Man, I'm going with Gervonta Davis. If Davis makes it past Ryan Garcia and, doesn't have to do any jail time, I would definitely pick him to beat Devin Haney. I think he would knock Devin Haney out. And after that, I think I would hope that he would move on to 140 pounds. I would love to see him and Josh Taylor get it on. But I think by then, Josh Taylor will be at 147. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit that like button for me. Share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. More than likely to get a response on YouTube. So, holla at me over there. If you want to collabo, hit my Gmail, flockofcards@gmail.com. And we are out of here.
Okay, I'm too high for words, too fly for birds. Telling mother pigeons, get to rock kicking. You not listening, baby, stop tripping. They ain't on your level. What part of that are you missing? Look, I just wanna put the cuffs on you. Take you to the room, put the cuffs on you. I just wanna lick on you, touch on you. Keep talking that shit and I'ma bust on you. I got it like that, though. Take her to the movies, they go down in the back row. Shitting on them bitches, why you clown them like that for? She know she got it like that, so that's my baby.